Friday, April 4th. I hope everyone is doing well, and it looks like we're in for at least a couple of more weeks of being at home before everything starts to open up again. And who knows, but it's important that we're all doing the right thing to make the right things happen. And I'm sure everybody in the True Wellness family is doing that and making a conscious effort to be conscious human beings, and we'll all get through this. So I want to give you some wellness tips today, and I was thinking about what wellness tip to give, and I thought, of course, about my experiences with a lot of my teachers throughout my life, both in European biological medicine, bioregulatory approach to health, as well as the martial arts experiences that I've gone through in my life, and as well as spending time in different types of meditative monasteries as a lay person, and so on and so forth. And I thought, since we're all stuck inside on some level, and hopefully a lot of us are being able to at least get out into our yards. I hope a lot of you have the ability to go outside and spend some time outside. I was just outside for about the last half hour with Silas, and just to give you an update, he is riding his bicycle like a champ. Now, we're probably a solid 6 or 7 days into riding the bike every day, and at this point I'm just watching him go up the lane and back down the lane, and he's making circles and doing everything great. So that quickly he went from those apprehensive fears and concerns about finding balance on his bicycle to now balance isn't even a question. We get on the bike and we're taking off. So it's very exciting, and that's how quickly a human being can adapt and how quickly we can adapt. And I'm sure when it's finally time to go back to work, a lot of us will go, oh, I'm excited, but it's been nice. And this change you get used to, and pretty soon you get used to working from home, and it's not a bad situation. So I'm hopeful that everyone is doing well. And the tip for today is something that I was asked to do a very long time ago, which was this. I had a martial arts instructor say to me once, imagine taking 1 week and every single day in that week spending a specific amount of time doing a specific type of stretch. And I will leave it up to any of you to do any kind of stretch that you want. And what I would ask is that we take a moment and look back on maybe what we were like at 18 or 19 years old, the flexibility we had in our bodies. And of course, flexibility is a sign of youthfulness. And as we age, we tend to get less flexible, which is a sign, of course, of aging. If we maintain flexibility in our physical body, in our mental body, in our energetic body, in our emotional body, if there's flexibility, then youthfulness is something that doesn't have to be attached to a chronological number of age. So the challenge is this. Imagine taking the next 3 weeks, and every week you become 10% better at any kind of stretch. And maybe the easiest one, quite honestly, is to stand with your feet shoulder wide apart, reach your hands up over your head, and let your body sink all the way down, and just see gently how far your fingertips can go to the floor. Now, if you're somebody that's palming the floor, then you're going to have to take it to a different level. But I think for most of us, we can find that we can, over the next 3 weeks, take a stretch, a physical stretch, and increase it every day just a little bit. And by the end of the week, can we get 10% better than at the beginning of the week? And if we were to do this for 3 weeks, every day, you become 30% better. Imagine being a human being that suddenly is 30% better in any aspect. In your mental flexibility, in your emotional flexibility, in the physical flexibility, in our energetic flexibility. If that were to happen, and we became 30% better than the human being we are right now, well, I think most people would think that you suddenly became superhuman. And that, of course, is not the goal. The goal is, of course, realizing that being human is super. So, your wellness tip for today is let's take these next 2 or 3 weeks and extend our flexibility in all of the ways that we can. And over the next 3 weeks, you could be an individual, you could be a human being that's 30% better than when we started. So I look forward to hearing from everybody and seeing if they take this little bit of a challenge on and increase your flexibility. We'll talk to everyone real soon. Enjoy this upcoming weekend.